Hi everyone! So today I thought I would do a video on my septum piercing, which actually I have to take it down. It's right here. I made a video probably like 7 months ago now about the last time I got my septum pierced, and it went horrible. It went horribly wrong, but yeah, I got it re-pierced, so I figured I would make a video on how the experience went and what's happening so far. I've had this, hold on, I have to sneeze. I've had this piercing for a little over a week, so it's not healed at all, but I figured I would try to get this video up as soon as possible since y'all have been waiting for a long time. I don't live in the south of the United States. I just like to use the accent. But, so yeah, let me just get started from the beginning, quick refresher. So the last video I made about my septum piercing, I was talking about how I went to, the cheapest, piercer in town, or in my area, I should say, and they didn't let me look at it, and it was very sketchy, and then the jewelry was way too big, and then I went to a piercer to have it get flipped up, because I couldn't get it up, because I had really long nails at the time. I mean, my nails are kind of long now, but they were, like, super long, and he said that the piercing was really crooked, and I looked in the mirror, and it was, like, that in my nose. So, that wasn't good. So I could have gotten it redone in, like, a couple of weeks, but I was never in the financial... Stop texting everyone. I just, like, couldn't really afford to get a new piercing or anything like that, so I waited for, like, the longest time ever. I just got last week. And so I went to the guy who took out the piercing for me. So not the guy that did the piercing first, but a different guy that took it out. And let me start off by saying the first person I went to get the piercing, it was $35. And I live in Connecticut in the United States, so that's not really expensive. And then this guy with tax and everything, it was $80. So really expensive. I don't think I've ever paid that much for a piercing before, but like whatever. It's straight and it's clean and it's just a whole lot better. So when I went in there, I was telling him about how, like, I was the girl who came in, like, crying because I couldn't put my piercing up and it was crooked. He was like, oh, yeah, I remember you. And so he picked out the smallest. He had a whole bunch of different jewelry for septums. So he picked out the smallest ring that he had. And he's like, we can widen it to make sure it'll definitely, like, flip up. I'll flip it up before you even leave here. And I was like, okay, sounds good. And he was really nice, and he talked to me and stuff like that. He was just making jokes. I went with my friend Kat, and he was just, like, joking around with her and stuff, which was really different from my last experience because the guy didn't even talk to me. He kind of just, like, rushed me and rushed me out. But this guy, he, like, had me sit in his chair. He was, like, making conversation with me, trying to make me comfortable and stuff. And, yeah, the actual piercing... He had me sit in a chair, kind of like at a dentist, like that sort of chair, and he had me just lean back, and then, so my nose was like this, and he marked 2 dots, and he had, checking to see if they were, like, even and stuff. He put the clamps on, but he didn't, like, clamp it, so it didn't really hurt. He kind of just, like, held it there as, like, a guide, so it didn't, I don't know. He's like, I'm not going to clip it, just so you know, but that's your face, it's going to hurt. And I was like, really? You're not going to clip it? Because everyone else just, like, scrap, and then they just, like, stab you while you're already in pain. But he just held it as a guide, and he put it through my nose. And I have to say, it really fucking hurt. It felt, like, smooth and buttery and stuff like that at first. He was, like, pushing it in, and then it was, like, and it felt like someone just, like, punched me in the face. I've been punched in the face before, and and that's what it felt like. So yeah, and the jewelry didn't really fit quite right, like go up the nose. So he just like widened it a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty wide in my face. And it looks a little crooked. I thought it was crooked at first. I was like, oh my god, not again. But it's just the way he bent it. There's like a little... Oh, I have a pad right here. So, this is what the jewelry looks like. But then the way he bent it, it kind of goes like that. Does that even make sense at all? Probably not. Or this one. It's hard because it's mirrored. It's just kind of like bent a little bit more on one side. So it just hangs differently. But I don't know if you can see. It is very straight. So yeah, that was my experience. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I talked about pain, procedure, the last time I went, everything. But yeah, it doesn't, I should probably talk about like how it feels now since it's been like a week, a little bit over a week. So, I've seen a lot of videos and people say that their nose is like very tender and stuff like that, but I could put on makeup and stuff like that right after I got the piercing. The only thing that's a little tender is right here, like on my septum, but not here. Nothing up here. I've seen a lot of people, they're like, their whole nose is hurting. Mine, it didn't hurt until, I shouldn't say it didn't hurt until, nothing hurt on my whole face except for right here, and it's just like a little sore now, and it's been probably like a week and a half. So yeah, that is my septum piercing, and it went a whole lot better this time than the last time. So yeah, definitely recommend going to your most reputable piercer and not the one that's cheapest. So yeah, when I just put it in my nose, I just see how wide it is. It looks a little silly since it's so wide. It doesn't look like normal jewelry. Well, I mean kind of, but I just take these two fingers and slide it out. My hands are clean, by the way. Yeah. Oh, I should also talk about the way I'm cleaning it is I've just been cleaning it twice a day with soap and warm water, and then doing like a 5-minute saltwater soak every day. I just don't want to irritate it too much by cleaning it and obsessing over it, but it's healing really, really well. This video is like 9 minutes long. I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, bye.